Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. The action has already started.
Well, this 4-4-2 formation is often used in the modern era defensively, but it used to be the gold standard of formations a generation or so ago, Peter, and it does allow the fullbacks to play a key role in attack.
Yeah, they offer most of the width, don't they?
Exactly. You want them to be high up the pitch so they can get themselves into the final third whenever possible. This will, of course, ask an awful lot of the centre halves and the central midfielders who need to drop into position.
Goes for a shot! It's in! It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Oh, can he get onto this? That's been cut out, well played. So just the one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. Looking to play him in. Now there's a fine ball. Oh, what a climb! Well, now it's always been caught napping. Haaland. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Aimed beyond the defence.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Paris Saint-Germain trying to orchestrate a breakaway here by the looks of it.
Well, I would say that this is probably the easiest way to play the game because you try and absorb in numbers defensively and then you look to hit it with a long ball quickly on the counter-attack to get your men in behind the opposition defence.
Just looking for that one telling pass. And he's running through. Real chance! He's got a goal! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
Palmer. And that is as far as they're going to go. Konate. Little pass back. Haaland. Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Very nearly half an hour gone here. And here's Mbappe. Mbappe! It's in! Just one in it now! The game takes on a whole new complexion! Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
Now that's well seen too. Palmer concedes a free kick for that. And it's Bellingham. Barella. Oh, well played, well played. Thuram. Madrid looking forward to the break after some... Mbappe! There's the shot! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Cleared without complication. Bellingham. To Barella. Haaland. Spread it left. We've got 5 minutes till half-time. Oh, this looks sharp. Palmer.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
He's going to be disappointed with that.
That's going in strongly.
Barella is onto this. Thuram. Gravenberch. Mbappe. Good ball, good take. And it's Timber. And that's gone loose. And that has left him in a heap. Timber looking to run onto it. And that'll be the last act of the first half. It's been thrills and spills at either end in the first half. Neither side really seizing the initiative, and both teams still very much in it. Yeah, neither side holding back here. It has been quite a half, this.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They'll want a good start to the second half.
Madrid are leading by 1 in a finely poised game. It's 2-1 at half-time. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. And here's the chance to counter. He came in hard, very hard. I have to say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Bellingham. Matheus Cunha. It's Bellingham. Oh, good ball! Big chance! And it's in! They have come roaring back!
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another. Oh, what a lovely exchange, Peter. I mean, he did the give and go, and that's just a lovely return ball. The weight of it was absolute perfection.
This has become one superb game of football.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Driven forward. He really is being given no time to think on the ball now.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline. They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Matheus Cunha.
We're in for an intriguing second half now, contrasting moods that could reverse in a flash.
And here's Bellingham. And it's Barella. And it's Gravenberch. Can he get it through? And he's made sure that's not getting through.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
You would think that now would be a good time to consider some changes.
It's about risk-taking and boldness now. Are we going to see any activity from the bench?
It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Can he get on the end of this? Looking for options for movement. Konate getting this one clear. Van Dijk gets good distance on it.
Changement pour le Paris Saint-Germain. Le numéro 5, le numéro 18, le numéro 10. À leur place, le numéro 9, le numéro 20, le numéro 19.
Van Dijk gets it away. Yildiz. Played back.
Just too much pressure. Had to go that way.
Gravenberg. Here's Matheus Cunha. And it's a crossfield ball towards the other flank. Vinicius Junior closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Gravenberg. Gravenberg defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. That's an untidy challenge, free kick given, and that's going to be a booking.
Changement
Paris
pour le
Saint-Germain
Saint-Germain.
making consecutive changes here.
Le numéro 24. À leur place, le numéro 4.
Played out
Le
wide.
numéro 15.
He's got plenty of space out wide here. Cross flung in towards the middle. Konate getting this one clear.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
He is through here. Neither of these two want to come off second best. He's in a great position here. Nice looking ball. Chance for a shot! Really well taken goal. And they've got their lead back. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Look at the manager here, he's absolutely fuming, and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
Changement pour le Paris Saint-Germain. Le numéro 17.
There's going to be another change
Pour le
here.
remplacer,
Lukaku coming
le
on here
numéro
as broadly expected.
Lukaku.
Well, this could lead to the injection of energy that might disrupt the rhythm of their opponents.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
You have to credit the desire we've just seen here, Peter, the desire to stick to your task and keep on chipping away. Some might have backed off, but not this lot. This is very impressive.
Gravenberg clears it away.
Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer, and quickly.
Thuram. Mignon breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish, and no half measures from here.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Chips it through. Van Dijk kept his eye on it, and he's there. Konate. Passing is crisp and sharp. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. That's a foul, no two ways about it. Ended up in no man's land. And that's that. Madrid pull through, sometimes by hook, sometimes by crook, but that needn't matter. They have the win, and that's what they needed. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Well, I think what was key, Peter, in this game...
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Hi Peter, always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. And already we're underway here. Paris Saint-Germain have gone with what looks like an orthodox 4-4-2, Jim.
Reminders of a golden era in English football, I should add. And it continues to hold its place in the modern game. Playing a second striker runs the risk of being outnumbered in midfield, of course, so with the wider pairing and fullbacks, plenty of running has to be part of their play. And of course, the right service into the box.
Vinicius Junior going face-to-face with his great rival. That's a lovely, neat pass. Mbappe. Good ball, good take. Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. Now it's Mbappe. Threads one in. Decent chance!
I think that's great defending. He just made sure he was in the right place to block it. And I bet you the keeper's very relieved.
Played back in. Mbappe! Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
Neither side yet able to find the net. Valverde. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Just eases him off the ball. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Yeah, Kylian Mbappe. There's nothing more frightening for a defender when he's running at you at full speed. He gets into a stride so quickly and seems to just glide across the turf. But when the goal's in front of him, he's also got that cool head that's required to pick a spot and finish everything off.
Yeah, hard to see past him. He'll be looking to put on a show, I'm certain of that. Out towards the flank. Oh, this looks sharp. Thuram! Goal! Paris Saint-Germain! And Paris Saint-Germain take the lead. No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although...
And the shot! Oh, it's hit the post!
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
And it's Palmer. Nice control. Barella looking to penetrate opposition lines. Chips it through. And the shot! He scores! Again in a trice, and they are soaring! Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Well, at one stage he was being body checked, Peter, and then the next minute it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. So that's two now without reply.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Aimed beyond the defence. He's on it. Can he get away? Flings in across. Oh, what has happened here? And he's there to get it away. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Played cross-field, changing the point of attack. Bellingham. And they're quick to press. That's a good ball out wide. Steered out wide, but he won't reach that one. Madrid finding their passes. Haaland. Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior running with the ball. Now it's Vinicius Junior. And he's lost his man here. Gravenberg. And it's Valverde. Barella.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Oh, there's a probing ball. Bellingham providing an outlet on that flank.
1 minute.
Haaland.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
And that'll be the final action of the first half. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
The boss is going to be disappointed with the way his team just switched off for those 2 goals. They'll have to take some risks now to try and get back in this game, and it's easier said than done, as we know.
And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal, but they can't.
Shoots! He's scored! The second half sparked straight into life. That was a given. It always was.
Some great movement here, and the pass was perfect. All he had to do was just apply the finishing touch.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
The manager must have given them an earful at half-time, and fair play, because it seems to have worked. They've got to kick on from here now.
Now it's Mbappe. The ball has bounced loose now. Oh no, that was never going to make it. Madrid come out this half somewhat altered.
Well, I'm assuming that this is going to end up as a tactical change, Peter. They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
And he welcomes it in. Now this could be a chance. Can he finish? Well, that is rather wayward.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
That's a cute ball. And that has been clubbed away. And they're quick to get it back. Timber. He's coming under serious pressure here.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line.
Oh, shooting chance! It's run loose. Who's going to get there?
That, Peter, is wonderful reading of the game. Perfect positioning. Well played.
Gives it back. Palmer has given away a free kick. And that's going to be a booking.
Changement pour le Paris Saint-Germain. Le numéro
We
9.
have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
À leur place, le
Timber,
numéro 7. Le numéro 18.
very nicely done.
Changement.
Played out to the left flank.
That's just playing it safe and simple. Unless they can devise a quick counter-attacking plan, they're going to need to see much more of this ball.
Thuram looking to add to his goal. Madrid perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution.
Well, the manager's got a decision to make here, whether he's happy to stick or twist.
That's good play. Haaland stood his ground strongly. Oh, important interception. That's really well manoeuvred. Lukaku. Oh, they could break here. He can run onto that. Big chance! Now, in he goes again. Lukaku finds himself offside.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Changement pour le Paris Saint-Germain. Le numéro
Both
10.
sides then taking this
Le
chance
numéro
to
5.
turn to their benches.
Le numéro 23. À leur place, le
That's
numéro
been
22.
intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Le numéro 4.
Correa.
Attention,
And he
changement.
was quick to react. Rafael Leao. Now it's Matheus Cunha. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. Keeper's got good distance on that. And it's Dembele. Oh, super find. And this is Lukaku. Oh, he's charged, surely! And one more try! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. That's a corner kick.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
And he's taking no chances there. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Barella.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
It is looking like the end. If anything's going to happen, it's got to happen now.
At least they're going about it as they should, having brought this on themselves.
Tries to get it clear. Yildiz! And he's cleared it out of harm's way. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
That has ended up in no man's land. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Well, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. And he's going to have his name taken. He's picked his way through. And the shot! And he hits the net! And surely that does it! Perfect time! Decisive strike! Well, how's that for a class finish?
Ah, that's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other. Very nice.
Il y aura 4 minutes. de
2
temps
up
additionnel.
and very little time left. Surely this is it.
Well, I think if they're going to have any hope from here, they'll need to see their more experienced lads step up to the plate now.
Dembele does really well there. He is strong. Rafael Leao. Rafael. And there goes the final whistle. Madrid perhaps ended up out of ideas and out of steam. Some warm applause and acknowledgement of the effort put in by the players, but that does not hide the overall disappointment.
Chers spectateurs,
How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Well, Peter, I really couldn't see what this team was trying to achieve, whether it's the manager's message not getting through or not having the right players in the right positions. It all looked a bit lost.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Hi Peter, always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. We have already started here. Paris Saint-Germain have gone with what looks like an orthodox 4-4-2, Jim.
Well, the modern version of that is a lot more fluid and flexible than in bygone times. There's a much greater understanding of the need for players to cover forward running, and it enables risk-taking while the gaps are filled. I'm very much a fan of it. There are a lot of people who seem to have kind of ignored it and just put it to bed, but it still works, it's still valid, and I think we're going to see it be successful here.
It's a good run down the left-hand side. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, this fella, Maignan, we all remember him, Peter, from his stint in his native France. That time he took an unfancied side to the title against all the odds. I think he had 21 clean sheets that year, which is over half the games, and proof that goalkeepers can make a real difference.
I'm thinking the same. He will be a central feature, no doubt. Now it's Bellingham. Bellingham. Oh, that's neat. And it's Barella. That's very neat. Thuram is onto this. Now it's Thuram. Corner given.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Barella receives it in a good position here. Chance, surely! Oh, it's fallen kindly here. Goal! Paris Saint-Germain! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, that's not the best attempt by the keeper, and he's just paid the ultimate price, hasn't he?
So the first goal of the game.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this...
Oh, he's been caught on it here! That'll be a throw-in.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet. That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Lukaku. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
And they're not going to make any further progress now. Bellingham, and the finish! Goal! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
Paris Saint-Germain are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Can he get it through? Bellingham looking to get on the end of this. Now it's Thuram. Shoots! Palmer. Barella. Decent progress down the left. And Cucurella. And it's Gravenberch. Branthwaite. Back towards the middle. That's been drilled forward. Bellingham. And he thumps it clear. Ball is over the line. Tries from distance. Gave it a go, but off target.
Yeah, it seemed the right range, and I guess it was worth a try.
And that's it. And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all.
Un rappel à l'intention de nos spectateurs. La consommation de boissons n'est autorisée que dans les zones indiquées. Merci.
Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. And if you did just miss it, we are up and running already.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Searching pass is played there. Mignon claims comfortable. And that is as far as they're going to go. Great vision. Good ball, good take. Swept in. And it's hoisted clear. Paris Saint-Germain do have a chance to counter here. Good work on the right flank here. He's picked his way through. Mbappe gets into a good position. And it's safely in the keeper's hands. And they can counter here. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Oh, he's been caught napping!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, Nicolo Barella is by all accounts a jack of all trades, and I think that's a very good way of describing how this player operates. Because
decent chance! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Oh, that's a fine interception. And now they can spring out of defence. And here's Thuram. Gravenberg. Madrid still without a single shot on target. And it's Lukaku. Mbappe. For Palmer. Now then, the ball's come loose. Not the most convincing of passes. Now he's got space here. Dink through. And he gets rid in a hurry. Nicely weighted ball. Oh, that's fabulous. Now the ball in. And that should get the job done. Chance, surely! They're back in possession and ready to go again. And a chance! Goal! Paris Saint-Germain! Not so much sophistication as doggedness and sheer bloody-mindedness.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
Paris Saint-Germain have fired themselves in front.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
Thuram is flagged offside. And smartly reclaimed. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And the ball's gone astray. Thuram. Now it's Mbappe. So what can they make of this? And there's green grass ahead of him. He is through here. And that's a dangerous ball. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Looking for options for movement. Nicked it back promptly. Bellingham! He has hit that forcefully.
Yeah, it didn't come off, but you can praise the drive and the application. It was beautifully hit.
Gravenberg. Oh, it's come loose. Oh, good read.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Koundé.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Mignon claims it. Safe hands. Mbappe. Palmer. Palmer hurtling down that right flank. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Now it's Thuram. Pass is just off target.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
He's a sharp little ball here. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. And it's hard.